Hello, devoted geeks. Welcome to this episode of Extra Tuesday, of Extra Video. Whatever this ends up being, we just wanted you to know what's happening here in this video. It is a clip from our Tuesday stream that we do once a week, where we do a little bit of Bible study, we do a little bit of streaming, and if anybody needs it, we do a little bit of prayer. So we wanted to kind of give you a bite-sized clip as to what you were getting when you hop into one of our streams. So I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, like I was saying, this is day one of the con, and it was a blast. It really was pretty cool just to be able to hang out. Here's Celeste with the Mandalorian family. Obviously, this is like Lady Loki as a Mandalorian. I'm not really sure if these two were supposed to be something specific. And then this little girl was down here. I cut her off on accident. She was young Princess Leia. So it was freaking adorable. Absolutely adorable. Here's Celeste and I. We just right after we finished getting prepped. These are a couple of local cats dressed up as Spider-Man and I guess Spider-Woman. They won't the group cosplay. What? I'm very confused what you're saying, Celeste. So here's a cool picture. So here's some of the team. This is my childhood friend, John. He flew down just to hang out. He's not part of Geek Devotions necessarily, but he really. They won the cosplay competition. That's cool, Celeste. So, but John is he's not necessarily part of Geek Devotions, but he supports us. He's encouraging us, and he helped out a lot. This is of course Kevin the Dapper Man. And then John Harju, and there's Celeste in the background. And this right here is the Stanlin family, who are some of our good friends. They're patrons. They support Geek Devotions. As you can see here on his chest is a Geek Devotions shirt from Operation Next Level, which is a thing we did a couple years ago to get money for this computer we're actually using right now. And they came out like that first night, which if you guys know anything about cons, normally that first night is like, it's a little rough, you know? It's kind of low. It's kind of low. But they came out to support us that first night, encourage us. And even though there wasn't a lot else going on, they were just there to be supportive. And we so appreciated that. Let's see here. Here we have John and Kevin. They're recording with this kid right here. They're actually working on a special edition of The Bottom Shelf for the month. So John went around asking people some questions, and they're going to review a movie. I'm not really sure what movie they're reviewing, but look for that in the feed. Here's me in Red Hood. This was just cool. This mask was legitimately really cool. I was impressed by this guy's mask. Here's me holding a trident. This thing was heavy. So stinking heavy. I was scared of dropping it. Here's me and Luffy. And she did a great job with Luffy right there. Dude, this thing right here was so cool. This was a print. It was printed on glass. I wanted to get it, but it was a bit out of my price range. It was like $80. But guys, look how beautiful. Like, this picture does not do it justice. Does not do it justice at all. It was gorgeous. Absolutely stunning piece of art right here. All the ones at this vendor's were amazing. I didn't realize it was in here twice. Here's me in Nosuke. This young individual did a great job with this. Like I was really impressed. She did a great job. Let's see here. Here's me and my buddy John again at our booth. It was funny because we were actually next to the Where's the Waifu booth. All right, so this is cool. Space Ghost, coast to coast, ladies and gentlemen. This Space Ghost here is actually, his name's Michael, so which some of you guys may remember. Celeste did a cosplay class over the last several months, or last several weeks. This guy was the primary teacher, and he came as Space Ghost. And look at those eyes, guys. They're glowing. How cool is that? Here's me. I love this one so much. I stopped this guy. So nobody remembers. There was an Elseworlds of Superman in like the Dark Ages. Like he was knight. So this is Sir El. And this was just cool. Nobody does this cosplay. And I was so impressed. So I had to get a picture with this guy. So here's Branson. This is Branson and his boys. And kind of last bit cosplay. He's a gamer, and his sons are characters from different games. That was the group cosplay. Here's Celeste and I, that first night, set up, ready to go. Everyone says, as I understand it, your ministry has sparked by events at a convention. Could you tell us a little about that at some point? Absolutely, man. It was actually at this convention. It was at Geek'd Con in 2015, the year before Celeste and I got married. Basically, we were at Geek'd Con, and we were in line, like we do. And so we're in line, and there was a street preacher that came out. And they start doing their thing, which again, we talked about that. Cool. But it wasn't just like, hey, this is Jesus. It became belittling. It became kind of protesting, telling people that they were going to hell, not in a in a loving way, in a caring way, but in almost a act of superiority. And they were kind of protesting the con, telling people that just going into the con themselves was idolatry and evil. And they were yelling at people going, well, you're going to hell. And the people in the crowd were like, we know. And it was terrible. It was crazy. And Celeste said, we were already in line. We've been in line since like 5 a.m. that morning. And people in line knew that Celeste and I were Christians. They knew that I was on staff at a church. And like, well, are you going to yell at us too? And I was like, would it help? No. Then we're going to love on you. We're going to care about you right here, right now. And so we walked the con floor, and we saw some people all weekend long who just needed to know that they were cared for, and that they were loved by God, who cared about them, who did some amazing things for them. So we did. We walked the floor. We talked to cosplayers. We encouraged them. We talked to them about their cosplay. We talked to people who were just there and loved on them. And over the years, we've seen some cool things take place because of that. Celeste and I were in the process of preparing for our wedding. And but this was on our heart. This was heavy on our heart. So we got married, and we spent about 6 months planning and praying, asking the Lord, what can we do? How can we do this? How can we reach geeks? And Geek Devotions was birthed out of that because of Geek'd Con. So that's it. That's how we got started. So here's our booth from that first night. This is cool. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Little Shop of Horrors, but this person crocheted the creature from it. So that was day 1 of Geek'd Con. Day 2. So this is Celeste's cosplay for day 2 of Geek'd Con. Now, obviously, day 1 she was Miss Frizzle. Day 2, she was a character from Lore Olympus, which is a webtoon comic. And poor Celeste. So she goes to the bathroom to finish getting ready, and she spent 30 minutes fighting the contacts that were supposed to go in her eyes. Those are her actual eyes. Her contacts were supposed to make her eyes all yellow and stuff. Did not work out. Come to find out, they were too big. Of course, she doesn't wear contacts. She doesn't know that, there are sizes. This is cool. This kid right here, it's okay, the person in the Rex costume, they're there every year, and this is what they do. They take pictures. They run around in a costume like that. So this young lady here, they were another character from the same webtoon, and so that's what is happening here. They were so excited. It was so funny because they saw each other, and they knew that what each other was, and so this is part of why I love cons and why I love, like, there's something that lights up in a person's eyes when in their life, almost when somebody recognizes their cosplay that they put a lot of work into, especially when it's something like low key like this. And so this was just great. It was great seeing them interact. Here's Celeste with Ursula and Ariel, which, look at these tentacles. That's pretty cool. Celeste and Kevin, they were at one of the panels. Jon, the 3 of them. And then there's this guy who you guys may recognize. He was the voice of the Crypt Keeper. Apple Dance, right? So many great cosplays. I mean, really fantastic ones. I didn't realize I uploaded some of these twice. I apologize, guys. So here's Celeste. Now, some of you guys remember from the first album, the Spider-Man and Spider-Woman. Same couple right here. This is day 2. Robin and Starfire. This is one of the Sailor Scouts. This is me and Spider-Man Noir, which this kid, I talked to this kid for a minute, and he was like, I am sweating so much under this cosplay. Here's me and Team Rocket blasting off again. They did a great job with that. All right, this is cool. This is Ichigo, hollowed out. Dude actually had a Bankai with him. That was cool. Celeste and I. So this is our friend Christina, and she's her and her husband dressed up as the two dudes from the Road to El Dorado, and she was selling crochet things, doing a great job. Christina, by the way, she streams for Geeks Under Grace, which are our friends. Let me just do this. Shout out at Geeks Under Grace. Turn that down so you guys can see this clip. You guys can check out Geeks Under Grace. They're absolutely amazing. Here's a clip of them. They're obviously playing Cuphead. I'm not sure who's streaming in that clip. I can't see too well on my screen right now.
All right, watch out for the poker chip.
Oh my gosh, this is the last form.
Last form. Be gone, Satan.
Cow.
Right? So they have a whole team that streams for them.
What? What? What?
I know that feeling. I know that feeling when you've been hustling.
Oh my god!
We won!
We won!
What?
I love this so
I was
much.
gonna take at least another like 3 tries. Or more. We got a B!
God is good!
I love that so much. So Christine's part of their stream team. Great person, and she made some amazing stuff. So make sure you guys check her out. So this is a gender bent Ichigo in hollowed form. Me and this lady right here, her and her husband had a booth, and every day she was dressed up as something else. Her husband she's Vegeta in this one. Her husband made the outfit. How cool is that? How cool is that, guys? Me and Midoriya. Silver Surfer. This guy. So I was talking to this guy right here. He actually spent 2 hours that morning with a buddy of his who is working to become a makeup artist to do all the makeup for it. And here's Celeste and him talking about the cosplay stuff. And they got a picture together. Bulma. How cool is this? So, interesting thing about Bulma here. She follows us. I didn't realize it. This young lady actually follows here at Geek Devotions. I feel bad because I don't know if she's commented on stuff in the past. But she follows us. And so, if she watches the stream, hello. But fantastic Bulma costume. Here's a character from Demon Slayer. Ghost Rider, guys. Check that out. That thing lit up like brightly. How cool is that? And, all right, so this young lady right here, she's Raven, obviously. This is one of the girls who taught the cosplay class. And she did several cosplays over the weekend. Very talented young lady. And so she was Raven on this day. All right, so I got to tell you that these two individuals, Johnny Bravo and Little Susie here, I see these cats at Geek'd Con every year. In fact, Johnny Bravo and I and his brother, who's normally Cloud, every year I get a picture with these two guys together just because I think it's cool. Susie's his fiance, and so super excited for them. Adorable, freaking adorable couple. Love them to death. This is cool. I never see a Ben Reilly costume. Never do I get to see a Ben Reilly costume. And I was so excited. I was at the Excalibur booth. I'm looking through the comics. Looked over, I was like, it's Ben Reilly. It's the Scarlet Spider. Let's go. So I had to go talk to them and take a picture with them because nobody does Ben Reilly. Nobody remembers Ben for some reason. Makes me sad. This is cool. This guy actually won the cosplay competition. This guy, he makes props and stuff like that. So I feel like he was kind of cheating a little bit, but I respect the hustle. He's an Inquisitor, and that mask is like it's digital, so he can talk to it. And then he made Yoda here, or not Yoda, Grogu in carbonate. How cool is it? Like I was like, holy crap, this is so awesome. All right, here is me and a young lady who's dressed as Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Okay, this is our friend Leah, and these are her friends, and they're dressed from Demon Slayer. All right, so these cool. Ethan, are you still in the chat? Ethan, are you still here? Because Ethan is this guy right here. Not that guy. My hand only cuts off right here. Right there. Okay, so Ethan's the dude to the right. And then in the middle is my man Jose, who you guys will see in the chat every so often. Jose's been working on this cosplay for years. Like every year, it gets better and better. My dude had a fan inside of his mask to keep him cool going. How cool is that? Quite literally, quite cool. And Ethan, I was actually their youth pastor for a while. Great dudes, and I was super excited to get to see them and have them come out and visit the booth for a minute. This young lady, this is a cool story. So last year at Geek'd Con, Celeste and I were hanging out at our booth, like you do, and this young lady came up dressed as Midoriya. I was like, oh my God, it's Midoriya. So I took a picture with her, talked with her for a little bit. Fantastic cosplay. She comes up to our booth today, that day, and she's like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I took a picture with you. And she shows me, I was like, oh my God, yes, I remember. And she just came out to say hi. It was so sweet just to talk with her and catch up with her. And she had done, funny story, she had done a cosplay of Indiana Jones at a previous con. And actually, there was a picture of her and two of my really good friends, also dressed as Indiana Jones. They took together. All right, this was cool. This guy right here. This guy was so neat. His car is done up like the Mystery Machine. And dude walks around and he is in character all day long. Talking in the Scooby voice, talking in the Shaggy voice. Super kind, super caring. I saw him like get on his knees to take pictures with kids and stuff like that. Like, I respected this guy so much because he's in cosplay, yes, but he's there, like, and he's just loving on folks while he's out there. So good on this guy. Another Ichigo costume, holified. And I think this is a big deal right now because the new season of Bleach is coming out, but great costume. So there's Celeste and I and our friend Wade. He came by the booth. And Nacho Libre, ladies and gentlemen, was in the house. And I'm not gonna lie, from a distance, I was thrown off by my man's hairiness, but it wasn't his hairiness. He was wearing a shirt that was hairy. I was like, where did you get this, man? But it was a great shirt. Not great shirt. That was a terrible shirt. But a cool costume. Great costume. So here's me and Sephiroth. This poor guy, he brought the Sephiroth sword, but they made him take it back. He was kind of disappointed. But it was a great costume. Here's the annual picture. The annual picture I told you guys that I do every year of me, Johnny Bravo, and now little Susie, and my dude Cloud over here. I stopped and was like, guys, we gotta get our picture. We gotta make this happen. I'm like, let's go. Let's do it. And fantastic picture. Love these guys. Valentindro, my man John, what's going on, dude? In the chat, ladies and gentlemen. John, he's the one I was telling you guys earlier. He came down to help us out. How you doing, brother? Have you recovered from your trip back home? Or have you gotten some rest after the long, busy weekend and the long trek back home, my man? So, John, we're just going through some pictures. We're gonna play some Fortnite here in a little bit. But yeah, so this is it. This is my annual picture. I'm actually I'm working. I gotta get this picture, and I gotta put it in my new intro because I literally had just been replacing the pictures with them in my intro every year. Adrian's in the house. Got some rest. Not sure if it was enough. Oh, that's funny. Adrian says, looks like the con was a big success. It was huge, man. It was huge. John, make sure you get some sleep before you get back to work, dude. You don't need to be messing up while coding. You just don't need to. Oh my gosh. Adrian, I hate that I missed you last day, man. Sunday, bro. We were kind of preoccupied at the time. But man, I know that I love you. I care about you. I'm excited about your next step, Adrian, where you're going, what you got going on. And hey, man, always a phone call away. If you need to talk, some encouragement, some prayer. I love you, man. I'm so proud of you and what you got going on. All right, so this is cool. This dude was Jack, the Pumpkin King, and he made everything. Like the suit was made, his makeup, the bow tie, everything that he was wearing was handmade except for the wig. He bought the wig. But I was like, dude, this is cool. Like, there's no pumpkin head, but I just respected it. Like, it was really cool. Adrian says, it's all good. Wish I could have gone to the con, but packing was a beast. I bet it was, dude. I absolutely bet it was. All right, so this young lady, she was just a character from Darling in the Franxx. And so I was like, oh my God, let me get a picture with you. So I did. This is me talking with Midoriya, the one that you guys saw me doing the boop picture with earlier. She came out of the booth asking some questions and stuff like that. This is one of the things I enjoyed, is we had a lot of great conversations with people at the booth about what we do, about faith, and the whole thing about balancing your faith and balancing our geekdoms and loving on people, letting them they're cared for. This we had several people who came up to the booth that honestly, the Angry Street Preacher actually helped us, and we were able to just show them a different side, which I genuinely hope. Like, I hope that people walked away, people who weren't Christians walked away feeling encouraged, feeling loved, and maybe viewing things just a little bit differently. John says, I got home just before midnight and crashed hard. Today was a nice and slow. I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow, but it should be fine. Yeah, I can imagine, bro. I can absolutely imagine, dude. So I'm glad you made it home safely, though. And I'm glad you got some rest. Make sure you go to bed a little bit early tonight, dude. Make sure you get some rest a little bit tonight. So, but this is a great conversation with this young lady right here. This is our friend Danny. And this is Catherine, aka Squid. You guys will remember Squid as being part of the We Read Allegedly podcast that we do. And great friend of Celeste. She's also on Playing Games with Strangers. And then Danny is her roommate and also an amazing young lady. Super talented. Danny does all this art that you guys see around her. And just super nice, super talented, and loved her to death. I was super glad to be able to meet her and just hang out all weekend with her. And I wish you could have hung out more. Legitimately, that's my one complaint, is the entire team was there and we weren't able to hang out quite as much. All right, Apple Dance, you got to help me out, Apple Dance. You know Squid, but I who are you? Because I feel so bad because I don't know you recognize your screen name. So who are you? Give me a clue. So that's Squid, and this is Danny. But like I said, my one regret is I didn't get a chance to hang out with everybody as much as I want to because we were on the con floor the entire time. That being said, I mean, we had everybody over at the house for dinner and on Thursday, and we had breakfast together. But man, we were go the entire time. So this is cool. So what you see here is Celeste, myself, and then Indiana Jones there is one of my high school friends. I'm a relative. Oh, you're a relative, Dave. Okay, cool. Dig it. Well, I'm glad I'm happy to have you here, Apple Dance. I can't speak today. I can't talk. So anyways, this is Sam, and this is a high school buddy of mine. Sam and I go way back. And he's dressed as Indiana Jones. And then next to him, you guys will recognize this guy as Branson Boykin, host of Bees, Views, and Reviews, and also the new podcast we just launched here at Geek Devotions called The Gundam Watch, where we're watching and reviewing Gundam. And so great group shot together. Here's Celeste and I. I think that was that morning, right after Celeste had gotten herself together. And this is Celeste. Now, you guys remember Raven here. This is one of the teachers. This right here, Hell Girl, not Hellboy. She was also one of the other teachers at the con. Now, this is what I loved about this. Is the cool part about this is Celeste came out on the con floor. She's frustrated. She's tired because she's fighting her stuff. And these two young ladies came around her and encouraged her and told her how great it looked and really like boosted her spirit again. And what's cool is Celeste got a taste for what happens when we do that. When we recognize people's cosplays, when we encourage them, like, man, you did a great job. This is cool. Look at this. This is great right here. They did that for her at this time. So it was really neat. So it's got a different perspective on what we do. But super nice ladies. Love them to death. So this is John, and you guys may recognize this guy, Matthew Lillard. And he's from Scream, from Scooby-Doo, talented actor. He was like the headliner of the show. John was telling me the guy is super like upscale, like super nice. They went to go do the whole photo shoot aspect of it because you got some private photo shoots with him. And when he went to go do that, he instantly went through the crowd and grabbed all of the people there who had tiny children so they can get in and out, so the kids and the parents can have a better time going through the whole convention. I just super respect that. And this is me and Daredevil from the Daredevil TV show. That was pretty cool. This is Kevin and Robin here. And then, ladies and gentlemen, this is our buddy Dale. You guys might see him in the chat every so often. Dale has been a fan of Geek Devotions almost since day one. We actually got to meet him during his first con that he came to visit. And great guy, dude, super insightful. And so it's Dale, Celeste, myself, and Branson. Kevin and Dale. I wish Kevin was in town because I feel like him and Dale would get along a lot more. This is Kevin and Carmen San Diego, ladies and gentlemen. We found her. We found Carmen, and rumor has it Waldo was in the building. So that was day two. Day two, ladies and gentlemen, of Geek'd Con. Let this load. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what are you doing? It's being dumb. Here we go. Why are you being dumb? That's not nice. Day 3. Let's get it. So here is a picture that Branson took of me, Jon, and himself. This is during the prep for the panel discussion that was going to take place. Oh, you're the older sister. And from what I hear, Apple Dance, you are the awesome older sister. So here's the guys and I. We're in the middle of the con talking about stuff. I'm not really sure what happened this moment, but it was a fascinating conversation to say the least. The guys were a little bit everywhere throughout the entire conversation. But it was a lot of fun. It was great. This is Celeste took this picture. This was outside of the con. They were preparing for the cosplay competition. And some more cosplay competition pictures. Here's Celeste's cosplay for the competition. She was Zim from Invader Zim. You're the middle sister? Okay, cool. But so Celeste was Zim. She made that head. Celeste was rocking out. I was so proud of her. She'd been hustling, trying to make this cosplay work for a minute, and she was really working hard on that head. And it was giving her fits for a little bit, and she was up until 12:30 that night, the night before, working on that. And she did such a great job. It was such an awesome cosplay. I was so proud of her. There's me and her as Zim. Here's Mew, ready for the panel discussion. This is a picture I took. There's Celeste. She's like, I'm here. She felt so bad because she missed the panel discussion because she was out there, and she felt so bad. I was trying to encourage her, so it's like, you did great. So here's our friend Jim, who is the Boba Fett. So that was kind of cool. So here's me and a couple other young ladies. This lady is she's Padme, and then she's a character from Demon Slayer. More pictures from the cosplay competition. They're waiting for the results. So over here, you guys kind of see this like red thing right here. This is the guy that I showed you guys that was the Inquisitor, and he won because he made the Nuke Cola armor from Fallout. This is so cool. I saw these two. I was like, oh my God, they are obviously the Corpse Bride. And I was like, oh my gosh, can I get a picture with you guys? And so that was cool. So you guys will remember Cloud from a few pictures back. This was the next day, and he was Terry from Fatal Fury. He's working on a JoJo cosplay for next year. Me, Michael Stanley. Michael had won this. Kevin was doing giveaways for our stuff, and he won the Son of Kong picture, our video. Celeste, our friend Jim, and I. All right, so you guys remember from the Vegeta picture, President Mike now. This is John, and he's interviewing these cats here for the Bottom Shelf podcast. And then Celeste, and I feel so bad because she follows us, and so thank you for following us. But I didn't recognize your cosplay, and I felt so bad for not knowing. I meant to ask. John and I. Celeste and I. That's actually my profile picture now on Facebook. So this is cool. This is towards the end of the con. This guy right here made the Majora's Mask here. And so he let me wear it, actually. I was like, sweet. Me and Yor from Spy Family. Great costume. And this is our friend Christina and her husband, Zina's Epic Yarn. ZINA 'S Epic Yarn. Go look that up like today. Look that up and go buy stuff from her. Because she's currently hustling to have enough product for the next con because she's sold out of everything. Here's Celeste at the competition itself. Special thanks to Kevin for making sure that picture was taken for me. This is the cosplay competition. Funny story, I posted these pictures and somebody thought this was my panel discussion. Like, no, this is not the panel. We'd love for that to be the panel one day, but no, this was the this is the cosplay competition. So that was day 3. That was day 3 of it, guys. And then just for grins, the next night, or that night, we all, after we unloaded, went over to Branson's house and we hung out. We had pizza. And there's Danny, there's Celeste, there's me, there's Kevin, there's John, there's John. This is our friend Nathan, and there's Branson. And then we took a little group picture. Kevin won't smile because he's too cool for it. So we make him smile. Don't not smile when you're around us because we will make you smile. Good times. So that was our con experience. That was
Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked that, if you want to check out our stuff, you can find us all over the socials, the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and our website, TikTok, and just trying to think that's it. So we're on all the things, and you can check us out because we have a presence everywhere. So all that being said, stay devoted. Peace and love.